how did I get into a estate agency? Strangely enough, I didn't want to be an estate agent. I wanted to be a tennis coach, and I was a tennis coach and I was really successful. And my dad said, you need to get up and you need to get a job, because I was sat on the sofa for 5 hours a day. So I did. He went for a position in the local paper for me at Harrison Estate Agents in New Milton. Went in and I got the job. And I was petrified, because I had to pick up the phone, and for what I did day to day to then picking up the phone, never had to do it in my life. So it was a real learning curve for me. Then I kind of moved to Southampton because I have a partner in Southampton, so I went up to kind of live with her for a bit. And the world was different, very, very different, very, very busy, very, very intense. The burnout for estate agents was massively high, and I survived, was really successful in Southampton. And then I came back to the Forest, and the reason that I wanted to do that was because I want to grow my family, and I want to kind of have the upbringing in my family that I had as a child. And for me, the only place that can happen is the New Forest. A typical day for me in an estate agency is quite busy, really structured in what I do. I'm always reaching out, trying to increase my network amongst potential customers, amongst other industry specialists. For me, in the mornings, I'm kind of busy responding to emails. Then I go out and do a letter drop. Then I'm out doing viewings, valuations, and then I finish my day with another round of emails. Every day is very different. Fundamentally, when I was on High Street, I was no longer an estate agent. I was a manager of people, and I was a manager of people that just wanted a job. There was no real urge to be agents. There was no love, care and attention in the staff that I had. So for me, I wanted people to be people again, rather than just numbers, because when you're running a big High Street branch, all you're doing is you're just throwing people into a colander, and loads of people fall out the bottom, and everybody's forgotten about. So for me, it was more about the experience that the customers are looking to receive. And basically, when people are charged a lot of money, generally, if you go to John Lewis, you expect to get the best possible goods. On High Street, for me, that wasn't the case anymore, and that's why I've come away to really get back to the customer and really focus on the experience. So with my service, since I've gone self-employed with the agency UK, everybody's got my mobile number, they've got my email address, they've got my office number, but everybody reverts to kind of the text message side of things. So I've got all of my clients text messaging me all day, every day. And if I don't respond for half an hour, they know I'm in an appointment. Whereas in High Street, people phone the branch and then they don't get a call back for 7 hours. It's completely different. And for me, that's part of the experience. And when clients kind of come on board with me, they don't really appreciate that experience. They don't really appreciate the one-to-one service, which actually is me going the extra mile to get them the best price, to make sure it goes through first time, to help them fill out paperwork. And fundamentally, that's where the industry probably needs to change for me. Whether it's responding to emails at 8 o'clock at night, responding to text messages at 10 o'clock at night, I'm there because I want to be there. And on High Street, you just don't see that anymore. The New Forest, absolutely hub of the South Coast for me. Everybody wants to move to the New Forest, and the reason that they want to be there is because it's a lifestyle choice. Everybody that moves there, they're either working in London and they're commuting, so it's 45 minutes to an hour. Failing that, they're working local, living local. Everybody in the community is there for each other, and it's something that you may not see as a tourist because you're just there visiting for a couple of days, or you're going to a campsite. But being based in Brockenhurst, where I am now, you go to the local shop, everybody says hello to you. Never happens anywhere else. Like, I've worked in Southampton for a very long time, but you go village, you work local, you look after local. And with regards to kind of the quality of property on offer, such a varying spectrum. You've got, retirement flats, you've got Georgian, Victorian detached houses, big plots, small plots. There's an absolute selection for everybody in the market. And that's where the New Forest, for me, is completely unrivaled to anywhere else locally. Kind of the edges, you've got Milford-on-Sea, fantastic for the beach. You've got Lymington, fantastic for the river. You've got Burley, fantastic for just forest walks, and Ashurst, mainline train station. So for me, I've chosen the New Forest as my hub because I've lived there all my life, and I really want to get back to the right mentality of clients and the right mentality of me to make sure I'm as successful as I can be moving forward.